What are you gonna have for dinner, Mud? Tacos! Oh shit, you're gonna have tacos for dinner? Is that true? You gonna use some of the dip for your tacos? Have some like buffalo chicken dip tacos? Don't feel like you have to like leave the last little bit of it for anyone else. You can finish the dip if you want. You have them. You already have your tacos? Did you go and get them? You got Taco Bell? That's good too. Hello there, everybody. How's it going? Get my little hand on, right? But yes, as I said, Rift Wizard 3 playtesting was very fun, but I kind of lost track of time, so I'm a little late. I am sorry. What's the plan for our run? I don't know. We have a mere 2, 4, 6, 8 spells left that we want to win the game with. I think I'll just take a fireball for now and see where the night takes us. Yeah, you can always add a little dip to your Taco Bell. It's a free country for now. How you doing, Bosif? Bang. Just got off work. Welcome home. Star Flame. Arcane damage is dealt to enemies at fire. Fire damage is dealt as arcane. We got ourselves what I like to call a beautiful loop. I do believe I know what direction the run's gonna be slowly sliding into, because we're gonna take that hat. And what a beautiful floor fort. Ow. One shot left. Maybe grab melt. Maybe Fan of Flames. I like Fan of Flames a lot. Trying to remember if there's a wand that cast melts. That's what we want. We would want White Flame. We'll take melt in preparation for White Flame. Pew! But obviously we want to get Starfire as quickly as we can. That will make our piddly little fireball and our melts very strong. A fiery disc? For volcanic eruption, maybe? Oh, dark flame, huh? If I can miniaturize my hat, I might take another hat in the future, but I think I want a heart, really. Like, radius is nice and all, but... Living Emberstone, you say? I mean, that's just too good. That is too good to pass up. And again, a level with enemies that we are well suited for blowing up. quite well suited for blowing up. Bang, bang. Boom! Pew, pew. Oh, got a little close. Gotta remember to keep my distance. Living Emberstone. We don't want the cats too close to us. Bang. Bang, bang. Bang. How close are we? Almost there. These guys don't really have health, so we're not really feeding the Emberstone very effectively. There he is. Go get him, buddy. And he, of course, also provides for my Emberstone. He's feeding it. Large worm ball. Some gremlins. 2 spawners and then 1. And I want Starfire. Only costs 1 more. I think I'll re-roll though. We might get lucky. Alright, we're either going there or here. Let's go on opportunity. Some drill shoes? Oh, let's get a heart. Yes. Starfire! Ow. $15 health is not a lot of health, unfortunately. How much damage do you do when you charge me? 5 damage, and on death, 5 damage. I need to be a little careful. Alright, that little guy's gonna help. There we go, now I have no worries. Not a concern in the world. What about tacos? I was asking about... I already forgot the name of it. There is a game with a demo coming out that says it's from the creators of Disco Elysium, and I do not know if that means the creators of Disco Elysium or the people that own the rights to say they're the creators of Disco Elysium. To which Helio said, I have an answer, but if your question doesn't match my answer, you have to ask a different question. And the answer was tacos. And now we're talking about how tacos are tasty. Jar of Embers. Parade 0, yes. Because I know that is a great game, Disco Elysium, but I know there were a lot of issues with the folks that worked there not working there anymore. And like rights and a whole host of like weird things, right? I mean, a fire staff is pretty ideal for what's going on here. %, resistant to fire. Sir! I wasn't paying attention when I jumped at this opportunity. But the arcane damage is gonna hurt you. Also the physical damage. It would be nice to know, right? Alright, you guys are being mean to me. Yeah. Arcane Accelerator. This is pretty re-rolly. I just want a Ruby Heart. Wizard Floor? No, just an Ice Wizard. Burning Mushrooms. Bummer. Flame Toads are only 75%. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we want White Flame. We can go with Chaos Ball on our Fireball. And then we're good to go. Like, if something's immune to fire, it will do physical or lightning. So we're still doing damage. If we're targeting it, Melt goes off too, so if we're not fully immune to fire, we get our fire spell as well. And then we re-deal that as Arcane, and then that Arcane is redealt as fire, and that our fire is redealt as Arcane. So fire immunity is our mortal foe. Do 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 do. Plasmify though sounds like a fun time, and I haven't really played with Plasmify. You know what? Let's Plasmify. Like, we've done White Flame before. I have not done Plasmify before. And we're not beholden to fire damage. We could do any kind of damage we want. Go get them, boys. Don't walk into the, just walking into the snow cones. Ice Wizard thinks he's so slick. What now, Ice Wizard? Alright, once we see Traxium in chat, he'll know the answer to my question about Parade Zero. If anyone will know, it's him. He's an endless bastion of knowledge. Six spell points. 66 health. That is a healthy boy. We do how much damage? 33. And we steal their physical damage resist as well. I guess we can go with Meteor. We can melt and then just do huge physical damage as well as fire. It's a nice 1-2 punch. Ba ba da ba da ba da ba ba. I want to be down here with the double spawners. Yes. My flame army. Ah, poopies. No one could hurt the fire dragons. You just had to make that kind of dragon? Come on, dude. That is kind of rude, I gotta say. Once again, I could just either take Meteor for 3 or go with Chaos Ball. But then I hurt my buddies. I don't want to hurt my buddies. I like my buddies. I want them doing more fire damage. So I think I might just go with Meteor. That way if we slap them in the center, we do physical damage, which pairs very well with Melt. Meteor for 3. Ow. I don't want to be poisoned. Oh no, 13. Alright, there's one solution here, and that is I need to somehow be over here. Which I do have an answer for. But will I die before I get it off? 13 physical damage? That is a problem. My only hope is Chaos Bell and get really lucky. I need to go here. And there's a way for me to do it. We grab Blink. We teleport away. We Oculus. Alright. And now we're okay. Except for the simple fact that I still cannot harm this goddamn dragon. And there are 2 more of the little bastards. Taking him out of the picture would be quite handy. Alright. 1 dragon remains. With 24 hit points, he's a little scary. And I'm out of melt, so I can't remove his physical resist, but I could stun lock him for a little while. I was never worried. Double teleports. Ghostly Mycobeast, Ghostly Bloodhound, Fleshbound Golem. Not too worried about the big guy. I like the double teleport. Don't want to do a Grand Warlock floor. Flame Rift is annoying. I think I will go here. Like, easy thing to kill. Easy-ish. It's really just a large health sink. This is the problem. We'll focus on him first. Stun him. Remove his physical resistance. Make my little wall of buddies. would be helpful to make a couple of slimes. Here we go. Move your physical resist. And you guys know how to finish the job, alright. Yeah. Get 'em, boys. Easy peasy. Jar of troll blood, crystal oculus time striders. Red crystal. I've learned to be a little bit more wary of crystals these days. The purifier. Love the smell of a good rift in the morning. What's going on, Blue? Man. My little flame spirits pop out of me. They are always going to be next to me. We can make them all fleshbound. We do unfortunately lose a nice little buff here in the form of our fire staff, 50%. But we could make up for that by taking Firelord on the same floor we're going to. Man, I could just immediately do it. Problem is the spell points are far away. But it would be really fun. It's at 31. $33 damage. It's gonna go down to 22, isn't it? I feel like I want a spell point to start. I want to take Firelord. Boop, boop, boop. 60% and a flat 3 on there with a radius. That is what I want. Yeah. Yeah. It's a long trip to get over there, but by the end... Where are the most spawners? That's usually where we want to try and focus on starting. 2 right here. And then we kind of have to clockwise, or counterclockwise our way around. Cats, Myco Beasts, cats, Myco Beasts, cats. Yeah, we'll start here. Get the party started. All right, team. Let's roll out. This should be an easy rotation through the level. You're a face eater. Where did that slime come from? Lord knows it wasn't my slime. There we go, a few red slimes for me. Plenty of charges left. Wall of slimes. The Myco Beasts are doing more to provide enemies than the spawners are at this point. You know what? I'm just gonna hang back. I'm pretty sure my perpetuating wall of fire sprites is going to do the work for me. Yep. I don't know why, it just feels louder today. But numbers-wise, it's the same as always. The build lacks a certain skill. You're referring to Prince of Ruin? Rome. The very underused Prince of Ruin, right? Alright, we'll take we'll take Fire Lord. And then we'll take the Blood Legion banner. Now, we're not summoning a thing through a spell or skill, though. But I think it would still work. I don't know for sure, though. I mean, it's a learning opportunity. If it does what we want, we have an incredibly powerful thing going on. If it doesn't, we'll cry about it. We'll find out in 72 more fire damage. Efreets, how fire resistant? 100%? Fleshbound Golem, huh? I mean, exploding boots. Fleshbound. I beat Fightelmans with the Fleshbound banner thing so good. Yeah, Fleshbound is very strong. I passed my turn and I was looking over. I'm like, where's my sniper thing? That doesn't exist yet. Come here, you. No one could stop my fleshbound army of slimes and fires. What does a log of dog look like? That could either be a very obvious poop joke, or it could be a log made of dogs. Which I imagine it would be adorable, but in a kind of eldritch, chthonic kind of way. Like it's an unstoppable healing army of fire. If a log of dog wore jeans, how would it wear it? On the end or along the entire bottom? Along the entire bottom. Endless savagery upgrade for Invoke Savagery is insane. Yes. Yeah, exploding boots. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to use Invoke Savagery, right? Yeah, living allies. Do. The 400 times 3 genes, yeah, the right way. Cast your Invoke Savagery for free. Savage Spree. Yeah, our little fires don't count as alive. A Dachshund is basically a log dog. It is. Who was your favorite DM? I don't think Tom's here, so I can answer freely without feeling bad. Because I like Tom. He is probably my second favorite DM ever. But I think a lot of childhood nostalgia is wrapped up in my friend Dan, who we called Rune. I think Rune was maybe my favorite DM. He got really into it. He was all about painting a visual picture with words. I like Tom. Tom's adequate. Tom is fun. Like, I think Tom is probably the serious answer. He is my favorite DM. But I have a lot of nostalgia wrapped up in my time playing with Rune. Like, he got really into it. Like, he would act out scenes. He would paint a very robust picture of what was going on. Colin was a good DM, too. But I think Tom is the most fun DM I've ever had. Like, Colin was very interested in how the rules work and how players could bend the rules, but he was never about breaking the rules. Rune, rules were there, but, you know, story first. And Tom is like, rules, who cares about rules? Like, if it's fun, we roll with it. He's very rule of cool. And that's how I like playing games. So, maybe a tie. A tie between Rune and Tom are my favorite DMs. You have an attachment to your first set of players in DM if they weren't the best set in your life. Rune wasn't my first DM, he was my second ever DM. But still pretty early on. But again, like a lot of my favorite sessions were with him running the show. But I have a lot of memorable everyone that's ever DM'd for me, I have a lot of memorable scenarios in my head from those. And the pool really widens if we include one-shots, because I went to college, and my college, I guess I was part of the hosting for it. Like, I ran the club that hosted it, but every once in a while you may notice I wear a shirt that says Deathfest on it. Deathfest is a biannual, like, we run it twice a year, each semester, a large form, last man standing Dungeons and Dragons inspired role-playing festival. So like tier 1, you're in a room, there's like 30 people in your tier, it's very rapid fire, but like everyone gets turns, and like you're trying to survive. You don't necessarily have to kill the other players, but it's not discouraged. It's very wacky. And then all the survivors of tier 1 go to tier 2, and then eventually tier 3, there's like 12 people left, and it's a long form story where like each tier you learn like so much and you talk to other people in tier 2, and by the end, you know, one man is the survivor of Deathfest. And the award ceremony, like whoever won Deathfest, like, you know, they get a prize and we talk about them, of course, but the real good awards are for like people that left lasting impressions across the first 3 tiers. And I am proud to say that I have an award named after me, which I am not allowed to win. So I do have a long-form plan of one day showing up in a disguise and trying to win my own award. But the Chris Summer Award for voice acting is is an award you could win at Deathfest. But because of that, I've had a lot of DMs. But those are like, you know, a DM for a couple of hours, and then a DM for a couple of hours, and then a DM for a couple of hours. Twice a semester, so... Probably like 20-ish DMs over the course of my time there. But what a time! I do love Deathfest. The best character I ever had at Deathfest was Pile of Batman. I had a character sheet where every character was 1 hit point, and I had 20 hit points, and they were all different versions of Batman. So, like, if I got hit for 5 different Batmen died, and I was constantly trying to figure out how to, like, which Batman are gonna go, because each Batman was very funny. And, like, whatever the top sheet was my current Batman, but I was allowed to, like, the top one's going, but, like, which are the next 3 sheets if I took 4 damage? But that was a very memorable character. It's like, God, I gotta make sure I keep the Batman that's like the Adam West style Batman. He's very good. I want to be over here. Boop, boop. And I now open up the question to everybody in chat. What's your favorite DM? If you've ever played a tabletop RPG, you have any good people that ran your game? Feel free to say you are your favorite DM, of course. What's about killing Batman? I played a character that was just a series of Batmen. Cries and perma-DM, yep. I knew there were gonna be a bunch of you. There's always somebody who's like, I never play, I always DM. Made an item for one of my player characters in D&D that redeals 50% of spell damage as fire damage. Guess where I got the idea from? You couldn't have pulled from a better source. I'm my favorite. We should have a support group. You should get all the people that are perma DMs and let them be players. Like, rotate who's running the game. That way everyone gets a chance to play. Where enemy takes fire damage, redeal that damage as holy. I mean, that'd be a nice addition to what we're doing. Let's do it. Oh, he's so healthy. That damage loop, though. Gale's been your only DM. Doesn't mean he's not a bad DM, right? Not a good DM. He's a good DM. You know what I mean? I never had a D&D campaign last past level 5. At this point, I figure I'm the problem. The thing with Dungeons & Dragons is the game is best between levels 1 and, like, 8. Like, you don't really want to be in a game where you go much further than that. I always want to be in a game that goes further than that, but it gets complicated. I DM'd a game that went from level 10 to 20. Stuff got silly. Yeah, wizards can do insane nonsense when you get into the high levels. It's like, what'd your wizard do? Oh, you know, made a clone of himself, and then that clone stopped time, and then they made a greater wish, and it's like, what? Like, balancing encounters for high-level parties, I hear, is an absolute nightmare. Have a traumatic brain injury. That gets your free pass. There you go. Do a big West Marches game. Oh. They have the best PCs. Theory crafted over decades, polished by the endless mind space of story. Dealing with level 20 PCs? How do you do it? You're superheroes by level 5. Yeah. I hear it's really frustrating to run high-level games. As suspected, getting the Fleshbound staff is just... We create an army of unkillable nightmares. Reason they're final boss of RPGs. You always want to unseat and dethrone God. That's always your end goal. I hate that resurrection and wish exist. I guess if you're playing a really long-form, years-long campaign, it is kind of fun to eventually reach that kind of point where you are essentially gods. But most people just... It's like you get to a point and like, alright, let's start a new game. At high levels, you make them do politics instead of fighting. Tom's solution is we did a game where we got very powerful. We didn't make it too high level. But essentially, like, it was clear what direction our nightmares of characters were going. And so we played another game later on where our previous characters were essentially, oh, there you go. We were talking about DMs and various Dungeons and Dragons. But that one time we played a game, and then the next game, or maybe it was 2 games later, our previous characters were essentially like gods and kings of the world we were in. Was a fun time. Living Emberstone, you say? Don't mind if I do. I don't care what the enemies are there. They could all be immune to fire. I'm still going. 75%. 100%. Boo. Still, though, I want it. They weren't necessarily the big bad evil guys. They were just kind of important figures in the world. I do remember that game. My Kafka's Man Goblin Nightmare character was running a magic college, I believe. Things got weird for that character when immortality entered the mix. Make them fight ancient liches that have 3rd edition spell list. Immune to fire, immune to dark. That's like the worst combination for me. Because I was like, what do I take? Maybe, the first game, the players had been in some weird parallel plane, and they remade the world or something. It's been 12... Yeah, we got to, like, recreate reality when we got to the end of it. So, like, we all were running our idealized versions of reality. Push the game too high, too far into high fantasy. Described a vampire had planned on introducing his deep multi-level lair. My group just said, yeah, he could just stay down there. That's the best part, is when players are like, no, I don't want to go there. I don't want to do it. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, we're solving for these little bummers. Maybe I'll just take Blinding Light. Remember that game for Anders Anclips and for the time you and Andrew disguised yourselves as a giant? That was my favorite part. Was like, we have to we have to somehow seduce a giant, like climb on my shoulders. My disguise skill is unlimited. Climb on my shoulders. I still think disguise is the most important skill in any Dungeons & Dragons game. What about the never victoried piles, or something I could use to solve this problem right now? No. We'll grab some stuff from never victoried soon. We're in a very nice spot at the moment. But our problem is fire resistance. So yeah, Blinding Light at the moment is going to do holy damage to undead and demon units. The eyeballs are demons. So the default version is going to do some work. Now we could also add fire to it. Bow, bow, bow. Blind! Who shot me? How are you not blind, sir? I hate that you are still alive. This will do fire damage. Oh! Very good. You know, Thunder Blink is the other solution here. Let's just grab it. Wait for this guy to turn red. My preference is to run short, narrative-type games now. I want to get an idea, explore it, and get out before it stales. Nothing wrong with that. From the state of play, Metal Gear Solid 4 is out of PlayStation 3 Purgatory. Was that not in the PC, like, collection release? I mean, good either way. I'm glad it's finally out of PlayStation 3 jail. When's it gonna be on, PC, I assume? We're getting the second collection with 4 and Peace Walker. All right. That makes me pleased. It was in, yeah, I have, like, that's how I've been playing those games, is the PlayStation 3 collection. And it's gonna have Ghost Babble? All right. Oh yeah, Tom. There is a demo coming out for Next Fest. It is for, hold on. It is for... Here it is. It's for Zero Parades for Dead Spies. The game is advertised as being from the developers of Disco Elysium. My question is that actually from the developers of Disco Elysium, or is it from people that own the rights to the name to say they're like, yes, we are? Because I know that that is a complicated scenario. I can't remember. It's from the people who own the rights. Okay, yes. So it's not actually from any of the creative talents that were behind Disco Elysium, right? A little disappointing. No one who worked on any major capacity on Disco Elysium worked on that as far as you know. Sad, sad, sad. Like, I might still check out the demo, but that really tempers expectations for the demo quite a bit. When I looked at it, the art style is very similar. I wonder if they just got someone to kind of, like, make it as close as you can, make it look like it. Holy Thunder? Soul Harvest, Glittering Dance. Translocation Master, Soul Harvest, Steam Anima. So Holy Thunder could be an interesting way to go, just because we have Starfire. Fire damage is redealt as Arcane. We could take Arcane damage as redealt as Lightning. And then lightning is also holy. It's possible people that were brought in to help with the expansion are still there. Interesting. The expansion is where they did all of the voice lines for the game, and I do like that element of it. Worth looking into, I suppose. But still a bummer. I was hoping because it has no relation to Disco Elysium, like it's not touted as a sequel, it's not, you know, blah 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 colon a Disco Elysium story or something like that. Like, oh, maybe this is the folks that don't have the rights to Disco Elysium anymore making a new game. Alas. So Holy Thunder would have an endpoint for us with our weird... Well, not really weird, it's just do fire and let fire redeal itself in various ways built. That said, Chaos Chimeras, Blood Slimes, Floating Eyeballs. Ah, but not immune to fire eyeballs. The lions will be immune to fire damage. I could also re-roll and see if we get lucky and get a better, more interesting skill for us. Boop. Nope, didn't get lucky. God damn it, so many death chillers. Alright, Afrits, you're the problem children of this floor. And what do we get here? Pyrostatic Pulse. And Flame Rifts are the oh! What's going on, Taryn? Everybody's shielded. I couldn't even pop in here and use my boots. 2 shields. I can get the ball rolling pretty effectively, though. Just by taking a step right over here. Alright, sure. What steps? 2? Damn it. Three, 2, 1. This is why everyone hates death chillers. I hate death chillers so much. Or like jerk chillers. Yeah, they are rough. Like this is a shit show up here. God damn it. I thought I was out of range for it. I should have teleported away first. I saw the first game a while back. I forgot how hard the game could be. It's a tricky game. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, I love it, but it can be hard. Man, Death Chiller had such a nice thing going on, too. Now, that said, we weren't really getting any closer to using my, never victoried spells. I'll try and go for all 4 of these. Your word hint is, this is a popular soda. Not that you ever figured out the last word. Jar of ectoplasm. Can't say no to that. That covers all the soda. Like, the 3 ghost dogs are going to finish the floor, but I need to not die now. That's the hard part. How best to go about that? Alright, fine. Ghost dogs, go! Come on, ghost dogs. Cherry dew. I didn't say flavor of soda, I said brand of soda. At least I think I said brand of soda. How'd the ghost dogs even take damage? Someone must have been doing arcane damage, but I don't remember what enemies were on the floor, so I'm not sure. You just said popular. I'm sorry, popular. I should have specified popular brand of soda. Not flavor. Baking soda. Damn, that's a good answer. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 ba. Canada. Do 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 do. Sarsaparilla's great. Not enough people appreciate sarsaparilla. Damn it, ghost dogs, you tried. I can't fault you for that.
You all remember what to do whenever anyone says the secret word, right? That's right! Scream me aloud!
Did Chris just look at something on his desk when coming up with the word of the day? How dare you even suggest something like that? You said popular. Yeah. Pepsi's the best soda. Way better than Coke. God. Five? What are you all, like, weird sickos that like Coke better than Pepsi? Improve our odds of getting more ghost dogs. Oh, I can tell Taco's a Coke lover. Gross. Ginger ale kind of guy? I've never in my life heard someone ask, is Coke okay as a replacement? I've had that happen to me. Don't care for Coke? Think Pepsi tastes like soap? See, I think Coke tastes a little bit soapy. Coke also almost always gives me a headache for some reason. Pepsi's just Coke with one less, no, with more flavoring. Do, 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 do. Tank wizard. I mean, the real answer, if we're talking about best soda, come on, it's Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper's the best soda. That's not even true. Like, if I had to choose the best soda, it's Doc Brown's Black Cherry Cola. That's the best soda. But if we're going with, like, giant brands that are easy to identify and everyone knows, it's Dr. Pepper. No, no one knows the secret formula. It's Mr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb I can't take seriously because of the scene in Slither where the mayor has a freak out about not having his Mr. Pibb. Dr. Brown Black Cherry is great. It's the best. I love Doc Brown. Pepsi also uses a preservative that some people are allergic to. Ah, is that why? Mr. Pibb is bullshit. Dude didn't even get his degree. Right? Go become a doctor, then come back. Come back when you get your doctorate, Mr. Pibb. Ooh. Oh my, quill staff, you say? This is gonna suck. Blinding light. There. All the real problems are dealt with. Did Fire Army win? Death Chiller got me. I miscalculated my distance. I popped a death dice, and I got death chilled. It was going to be a nice, simple victory that run, but Death Chiller... There are two enemies that routinely I don't understand the distance of their ability well. Death Chiller is number one, and number two is Anamiki. Every goddamn time. Ugh, I wanna... Prefer the drinks made by Pepsi over Coke. Fair. Goddamn gnomes! Time Striders? Titanic Scion has horses? What, giant robot horses that your robots ride? Normal size horses that your robots ride? Your arsenal is man-sized. Wait, like, it's no longer a giant robots game, it's a man-sized robots game? It feels mostly the same. I see. So, like, what would that be called? Like, power armor, I guess, is what you would refer to it as? Caffeine-free Mountain Dew is a thing. Someone's really confident in that flavor. That's weird. That's weird. That's such a strange direction for that game to go. Your mech could be a horse archer. What the fuck? That's what I was saying. Like, it's weird. Do 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 do. Your life drained. Your life drained. Man, I always forget how squishy dogs are for much of the run. Until you invest heavily in skills. Yeah, we need Nature Lord. Archconjurer is gonna help. This is not the right way to go. That's a dead end for me over there. Sounds like your crack dealer forced you to eat a salad before giving you your crack. What kind of crack dealer would do that? What a monster! Nine dark damage. I need something else, and that is still conjuration. It's not the right kind, but... What is this? Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, pfft. It's one of those. Come on, skeleton. You and me, buddy. Together. We'll devour the very gods together. It's gonna take forever. I'm gonna wait for each of these to spawn one. There we go. There. Chaos Bell did the job. I have enough life drains for each of you. I mean, a good crack dealer should be worried about your health. He wants repeat customers. Like, you're taking care of yourself, buddy? Here's some crack. Anyway, you should really consider better exercise in your life. Thank you, crack dealer. Hey, anytime. You ever need to talk, you come to me, alright, buddy? Have you considered meth? I don't want to go there. I just want to make it to 7 points. Talking about the dentist? Recidivism's the sign of a great crack dealer, exactly. Alright, want to take out all the ghosts. And the ghost spawner. Which means we just do this. There's all the ghosts dead. Alright, problem solved. God damn it, dogs! They just can't. They can't survive. I know they're trying. They can't do it. All right. You guys gotta go first. Up. Hurry up and die. Not liking the slime situation either. You're not helping, Shrew. I could upgrade Blinding Light, but I would really like to upgrade my dogs instead. But I can't let the slimes just run amok. Nature Lord. Health. Damage. Charges. Quick step shoes are great. I don't think these 3 dogs will be able to take out Shrew. I'll let him try, though. Nope, there they go. Alright, finding mana potions is top priority now. Mana potion? Mana potion? Mana potion? Suspend mortality as a freebie. If it's a wide open floor, I could take out all the ghosts. It is not wide open enough. Same thing here. If it's wide open, we could take out the eyeballs. Nah, reroll. Monkey skull amulet. Another jar of ectoplasm, though. It's all liches, which could be a problem. But I would love to double up on ectoplasm. I have a teleporter. My concern is like a phylactery back here, and then there's a choke point. That's where things get annoying. These two are dealable with. These guys are dealable with. But this guy could be a bummer. Jar of ectoplasm. That's 1 lich down. 2 liches down. Wait for this guy to be a little bit more central. Need to get by him. Alright, phylacteries are gone. Just run away and go take care of it. Done. Just sprinting toward problems. Alright. Our dogs are doing a lot better these days. Regenerate 1 HP per turn. Physical resist. And the hope is hit the dog power spike and then introduce other conjurations off the list of spells we need to use. Mana potion. Mana potion is probably what we need. And our ghost dogs will laugh at stuff like rolling spike ball. Less laughing at a few of the other problems here, but I really don't want to lose max HP. Damn Bone Knights, and they do dark damage. Blinding light, you do 5. It's gonna do 10 holy. This dog can hit you for 12. Or I'll just... No! Worked out! Didn't lose any max health. Blinding light! Get off of me. I'm out of blinding light. They don't give you enough casts of blinding light. God, you guys are a problem. These things just obliterate my poor doggies. And I don't have any more casts of blinding light. But you're doing exclusively lightning damage. What's that, lightning spire? Problem is I need to deal with all of the spike balls first. Works for me. Works less for me. I should be able to just walk out, right? Yeah. All right. Your life drain, your life drain, your life drain. Owies. Keep life draining them. Ugh. Alright, Ghostly Lightning Spire may manage to do what we needed to do. Which is teleport randomly. Over there! Yes, another ghostly one. You monster. Come on, teleport down the hall. Hey, buddy. It's working. It's working! Come on, teleport down the hallway. Please, down the hall. Come on. I really like the one that's just blocking the hallway up there. It's making life very funny. Randomly go down the hall. Come on! Oh. Come on. A little further down the hall. Yes. Yes. Come on, baby. He came back. He missed me too much, I guess. Welcome to just the dumbest way to play this game. Yes, yes. Come on, baby. Yes. Ha ha.
Hello.
What's going on, PJ? Yes! It happened! All right. Come on, guys, you can do it. Come on! Come on, down the hall! Come on, you can do it! Yeah, I'll take care of it. Whew. Just wait for them to blink randomly down hallways. I just want mana potions. Technically, Amulet of Undeath is good for us, but that level is bad for us. Our ghost dogs, you know, they're good. They could heal off that amulet. Banner of the Horde. Ghostly dog. Nature undead. Oh, you know, I didn't consider that. Because they're ghosts, they're no longer living, which means my quill staff isn't going to do any of the good work I want. They lose their living tag. So quill staff is no longer that big a deal. So Banner of the Horde might be what we want. It's gonna suck here. They're immune to the physical damage. It's the tree that's going to be making life bad. longer the level takes, the better the build, right? Oh yeah, that's definitely how I play this game. Believe in you guys. Whoa. Yeah, sorry. I was just saying, like, this looks like it's gonna be a problem. What a fun floor. Come on. All right, we're through. Actually, this will go fine. Do. Damn it. Good work, team. Mask of Woe, Bramblethorn, Amulet of Emerald Flame, double health potions. Minion health duration charges, minion damage. Really, I think we need to focus on, like, keeping our dogs alive. Regeneration, maybe we grab right now. They're ghosts. I've really, like, part of my plan was, it would be fun to do, we were talking about it earlier, invoke savagery. But we've turned them all into ghosts. Whoa. Oh, I gotta go pee. So, like, Void Spike will do it. There's all those undead things, yeah. Like, Void Spike is gonna work out. Icy Vengeance ain't bad. Honestly, taking Word of Undeath, we can make super dogs. Undead units gain hunger. They deal dark damage, and they heal from it. It might be Hungry Dead. Like, let's cast right there. We got Ghostly Wolf. Oh shit, look at that. Most of them are alive. One more cast. That time, most of them are undead. We might have an even split. What a bummer. I mean, either way, minion regeneration will work fine. That will work. We could still do Venom Spit. That won't stop working. Yeah, there's still nature. But we have enough undead ones because we're doubling up on Jar of Ectoplasm. That Hungry Dead's still probably a good idea. Venom Spit Acidify. Yeah. I mean, I'm not too worried about ghosts. We could just blinding light the ghosts. And avoid floors with ghosts. Let's take regeneration for now. Just try and keep our people alive. Keep our doggies living. Could take Bramblethorn. Nah, we're gonna reroll. Dreamwalk. Again, I'm kind of just looking for mana potions. Alright. No one here is immune to physical damage. So that floor is probably fine. Ice slime, green slime, void rift, ghostly green. Yeah, we don't want to go there. Ghostly green slimes sounds like an absolute nightmare to deal with. Everyone be blind for a second. Go get him, team. Come on, where's my ghostly ones? What the heck? There, one. We got one ghostly one. Two ghostly ones, alright. I just want them teleporting around randomly doing lightning damage. Oh, yeah. It kept on teleporting in front of me! That was rude. I haven't seen a miniaturization shrine all day. Yes, they are able to get around and go to a phylactery now, as opposed to, like, watching your minions stand around one lich. The phylactery's like 5 tiles away, and you're like, please. Please, just go around them. They're like, no, I don't wanna. No. In that case, that's a re-roll. I no longer take Cyclopses. I've learned my lesson. It's funny, but also frustrating when they're just baseball batting you around. You are a target to them. There it is. There's the mana potion. But a conjured flag is so good. Can't say no to the conjured flag. Blind them! Begin the army building. I admittedly forgot to pay attention to make sure no one here is ghostly, but whatever. Is Opportunity Drive still here? I want to know if I could talk about a spell from Rift Wizard 3. I had a lot of fun with it. Alright, dog numbers are holding, but dwindling to a degree. Oh, I have 7. I could also do this. I think I heard Mr. Jimmy come home just now. One day I want to run just to naturally come together. I don't want to, like, cheat to make it happen. I want to run where I have every jar. I've never had that come together on its own. Maybe I will just do a custom run at some point. Every jar. starting to think, are shrines real? Did I imagine the duplication shrine and and miniaturization shrine? Are these false memories? All right, this is a horrible floor. I really don't want to come here, but it has a mana potion. There we go. Different mana potion. Another mana potion with natural healing. How can we say no to a floor with sexual healing on it? Sorry, natural healing. Oh, Immortal Grand Warlock? No. I don't. Could you imagine how many immortal imps and immortal demons we'll have to fight? Hell no. Natural healing is great, but I am not doing that. Like, this also sucks. Fleshbound trolls? But they only do physical damage, so like, that is assured victory over time if we can make it through the rest. We have to 1,000,000% take out ghostly worm shamblers, though. Alright, that problem solved. More dogs! More life drain. And now we leave. Set up shop down here. Come on, more teleporting spires. It's the elemental damage that's going to ruin our day. Yeah, that's a little dire. Gets no volcanic eruptible attack. Yeah, that's the forever problem with that spell. Didn't get poisoned. Ha ha. The trolls can't kill them. The problem is we need to get rid of the things doing fire damage, and then we're okay. But these guys also regenerate, so we need to be somehow dealing with these problems. I have one spell point, which means there is one solution we can grab. 1, 2, 3. Life drained and poisoned. Poisoned. Life drained and poisoned. Re-up your life drain. Ow. Oh, poisoned. Uh-oh. Only for one more turn, though. Ooh. You're poisoned. Ugh, trying to deal with all of you is exhausting. Back to my hidey hole. Alright, so he's dead. He's dead. Shit. There's one I can't reach. And now for the endless wall of spiders. The webs making them lose turns is gonna be annoying too, huh? There we go. Things that make fire are gone. Ghostly Wolf. Can't take dark damage, can't take physical damage. It's like, now we cannot lose. Those dragons were enough to just ruin everything, though. We might want to take Iron Eyes. My brain can remember where Iron Eyes lives. Where are you, Iron Eyes? 3 cost. Just add some resistance. Like, just cast all of our dogs and then... no. Make it so they can't lose Iron Eyes ever. Once again, I am now out of mana potions. Double mana potions. All right, we're gonna seriously consider double mana potion floor. How horrible is it? Physical damage doesn't scare us. Physical damage doesn't scare us. Does physical damage. It's kind of funny. You would think it would do arcane. It does AoE arcane. But really it's only doing 1 damage a turn because we heal for 2 per turn. And then, of course, Titans. This looks manageable. I need 1 mana point. Okay. Boop. Iron Eyes. Permanent. And we could use Volcano. Let's blind everybody. Do one set of ironized now, and then another set after we get the next 5 casts off. Ironize them. Liches, huh? Good thing I'm really fast. Crunchitize me, Captain. Get a little health system going. Yeah. Not too shabby. Do 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 do. Titans. He'll do fire damage, which means pyrophilia is on the table. Miniaturization, it's real! The legends. Not a huge fan of these narrow-ass halls. But the enemy types are easy for us. Ghostly. Yeah, the prophets could do a little holy damage, but it will hurt. But it's not that bad. Three, two. Oh, thanks, whoever did that. You, thank you. Give me a Titan! Da-da! Let's ironize him and see what happens for him. This man is so resistant. The spawner now is very hard to injure too. Owies. Boom. Oh, my poor dogs. I teleported when I wasn't looking. My spawner got destroyed too. Something here is very strong. Come on, buddy. Out of dogs. I got a bad feeling about this. Volcano might be something we need. Just look at all that. My confidence is gone. Did the prophets really just obliterate us that soundly? I imagine this guy was also contributing. But like, what were you doing? You only do physical damage. God, that burrowing is gonna be a problem. My boy. I should never have come here. Do. Yeah, no, they just obliterate anything that's a ghost. That holy damage ain't no joke. Now I have a wall of minotaurs just walking through walls to reach me. Healing as they go. This might be a job for Toxin Burst. Ow. I'll take care of all the profits. And most of the minotaurs over time. Oh! I got pulled in the middle and just obliterated. It hurt. It hurt so bad. I wonder what time Mr. Clancy wanted to do the Dome Keeper multiplayer madness. Hold on one second. Doo 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 doo. You're gonna hear an annoying voice. Oh, come on, an advertisement? Ugh. Hold on, I gotta wait for 20 dumb seconds. 12, 11. Oh. 3, 2, almost done with ad.